So I'm kind of back to a formalities problem. I don't really understand why it's necessary to be registered to sail the Pacific. I mean, you know, all these ports like the US and Mexico, they want to see registration or a license. But if I go and get a Canadian license, like, that's free, I can do that, sure. But getting registered, because my boat doesn't have a hull number, I think I need to get it registered in order to prove that I own the boat, to get around the fact that I don't have a hull number to give any of these ports of entry. I don't understand why. Well, the first thing is the registration enables me to fly the flag in representation of the country that I was registered in. Well, I don't want to fly a Canadian flag. I'm not going to be flying in a Canadian flag, so... And you know, what happens if I'm flying an Aussie flag and I'm registered in Canada? Like, does that mean anything? I don't really know. It does say here that I can either be registered or have a license number. So hopefully I'll be able to get a license number, and that'll bloody do. I also read the other day that if the vessel doesn't have a HIN number, which is a hull identification number, then I need to do my best to get in touch with the builder, the boat builder or the boat manufacturer, to get the hull number sent out, because that has the hull, the year that it was made, the location of which it was built, I think. And my problem is the manufacturer and the boat builder no longer exist for Windward, so I can't get in contact with them at all. And every time I look something up about my boat, I pop up on the internet. That's about it. I've probably put the most information on this boat on the internet in the last 8 months. I've really got the feeling that the trip in itself isn't really going to be about big waves or storms or being alone on the ocean. I think it's going to be a formalities thing between governments. To have an Aussie in a Canadian boat with no hull number, no registration. Yeah, I'll have a license, but that's only because it's free, and that's for emergency purposes, so the Coast Guard can look up your boat if something happens or whatever. Flying an Australian flag with a boat from Canada, paying for cruising permits everywhere I go, and jumping through those hoops, it's going to be expensive. And if you could just get in your boat and bloody sail somewhere and go and buy some food at the markets wherever you land and drop your anchor and hang out and then be on your merry way, then the cruising life really wouldn't be that expensive. But to try and avoid the Coast Guard from taking your boat off you, I've just got a feeling that the biggest problem I'm going to face on this voyage is the politics of the situation. You know, you got your bill of sale, and I've got a history of the boat dating back 3 or 4 owners. Yes, they've never been international with the boat, but I've got that history. So why is it such a big deal to have all these other articles stating you're innocent? Head over Canadian Services in... Oh, I can't. It's bloody Sunday tomorrow. It's always Sunday whenever I want to do something. I'm going to head over there on Monday, even if they're open on Monday. I think they're Monday to Friday. I'm going to head over there on Monday and inquire about registration, because I'm not sure if I was on a US site or a Canadian site, but I did see something along the lines of, for my size vessel, it was $53 a year, which was fine. Like, it's not that big a deal, but I don't have a hull number, and I don't even know what that means, if that's a thing.